What is up, everybody? It is your boy Farai. Thank you once again for tuning into another video. Hopefully you're doing well. In today's video, I'm really going to be breaking down things I've added to my template style, some new things we've been working on. Obviously, the vocal enhancer update I showed you in the last video, we've been working on this as well. This is kind of an emulation of my H3000 and it's sounding really cool. It's definitely going to be part of what I'm going to be showing you in today's video. But really, I've just been deep diving and enjoying doing some cool research, kind of redeveloping the template style, adding on to it, and just really trying to find ways to get stock sounding plugins to sound analog, right? I got all this analog gear here, but I can't use each piece of gear on every sound sometimes, you know, so it's nice to have things like this to really help you get a better sounding vocal mix. We've also got something else in the works right now, so that's gonna be pretty cool as well, but I'll leave that for a different video. But yeah, for now we're gonna be focusing on these two plugins and, you know, showing you how to get a smoother sounding mix. So if you don't have these, obviously these are custom patcher presets for FL Studio. You can definitely check the links in the description. If you don't have those, please just stick to the method, right? We're using saturation, we're using EQ, we're using leveling, right? We're using chorus, delay, reverb. These are techniques that you can use in any DAW, so the theory still applies. Okay, so I'm going to play the track for you. This is a vocal effect I did a while ago, so the plugin B vocal effect, the updated one, and yeah, it sounds really cool. This is the link on beat. And obviously, first things first, always make sure you have a good sounding beat. That way you're going to get much cleaner sounding vocals. I'm going to play this for a second and then we'll kind of turn off these plugins so you can hear the difference and hear how much we're adding. So let's get it.
Yeah, just hit a link, that's all I know. Say you need work, just call my phone. Just put some lean up in a Fago. Trap so hard, cause that's all I know. Didn't want me when I did that shit. Yeah, forking the pie, yeah, I'm flipping the brick. Yeah, too turned up, yeah, I can't slow down. Snakes in the grass, who can I trust now? Kinda need racks, that's all I know. Can't hang with a op, that's all I know. Hop in 4 cars, yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, I'm down with the gang, that's all I know. Roll the wood up, yeah, that's all I know. And I'm sticking in dough, that's all I know. Still ducking these ops, that's all I know. Kinda need racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello, call on my.
Alright, so sounding really cool. The vocal is tucked into the beat like never before, right? I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to turn off these plugins. It's going to be subtle, so please wear some headphones, get some studio monitors. Maybe you'll hear it on a cell phone, who knows? I think it's quite dramatic. But definitely tune in, listen to the treble, listen to the overall volume, and then the way that the vocal is kind of interacting with the beat. It's not going to sound as kind of gelled, if that is a good word to use.
That's all I know. Kinda need racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up Joe. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, I got a bunch of pen. Didn't want me, I was down bad. Back then, it didn't understand. Now they see me in public balling.
So there you go. You can hear how kind of obnoxious the vocal becomes. It's louder. It's not really feeling gelled into the beat. It's not really working, right? So first things first, which I'm doing, right, is kind of turn everything back on, is using this vocal enhancer, right? Now you can use Bus Color 4. I've always said Bus Color 4 is an amazing plugin which you can use. Where would it be? Air Windows, Bus Color 4. And then you can pretty much drive your input section, turn down the output, right? That's kind of the classic technique to get analog saturation in the box. And then you can adjust some color to really help you get a certain sound, right? Each color has a different kind of, you know, tone to it, right? But, you know, vocal enhancer I've tuned to really sound good with vocals. So what I've done is I'm focusing on this tube preamp section. Now this is where you're going to get that kind of initial Neve style saturation. Even though I did record this track with the Neve preamp, we can benefit from it, right? I mean, if somebody in an old school studio would have recorded through the Neve, they'll mix to the Neve again, meaning you will end up going through the kind of line input section of the Neve console. So we can stack up the saturation to really help us kind of warm that vocal up and kind of chafe off of that kind of low end and then that top end to really help us get that sound. So this input level you can adjust. The more you drive it, obviously, the harder you're going to hit the emulation of some kind of cool tubey transformer sound. After that, here we got some kind of tube drive. This is a blend between the transformer of a Neve and then, you know, a Fairchild with lots of tubes in them. So, you know, you can mess around with these to really help you get a different sound. Again, with Bus Color 4, you can do the same. You can go for, I think there is a tube preset here somewhere. I mean, you'd have to find, yeah, there you go, tube right there. So something similar would work there. But if I kind of turn this up, you can kind of hear what's going on.
That's all I know. Kinda need racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows.
So you can hear it gets louder, but it also gets nice and bright, nice and kind of fat. If you want more saturation, you can use this kind of tube drive section. You can drive the input of it or just turn up the actual distortion. So if you want to turn that up.
That's all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up Joe. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, got a bunch of pen. Didn't want me.
So you can kind of hear, it doesn't really distort, but it does add more volume and girth. Okay, so again, over here, here's a toning kind of device. You can use this bass to make the vocal more bassy. I wanted it to sound a bit more warmer, so I went for this bass section right here. But obviously, if you wanted to make it more airy, you can do that with one knob. So
that's all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up Joe. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, got a bunch of pen.
So really cool. Obviously, you could thin out the vocal. You would need to add a bit more volume later on. So really cool. Again, just minor EQs, kind of emulating the SSL stuff right here. Bass cut, bit of a kind of, 300, 200 cut. Reducing the treble, funny enough, right? We want to kind of get a smoother vocal. So we're going to actually turn down that kind of treble region. And then we're going to add a little bit of air. That's kind of a trick we do with the SSL where we boost 8K, around 8K, 10K, 14K even. And then, or actually what we do is we might... on an SSL EQ actually cut, like let's just say 4K, right? So we'll cut and then we'll add a bit of air. So we might add a bit of 14K or something like that and really help us kind of open up our vocal sound. So that's what we're doing right here. And again, just a little bit of effects here and there just to help us get some source. So really cool, definitely a cool plugin. Again, if I AB it.
That's all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up Joe. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, got.
I mean, it puts our vocal in this kind of pocket. And remember, this is all stock FL Studio stuff, so it makes it really interesting. It definitely, it's true that you can, I mean, just with these, man, if you left me with just these and Antres Auto-Tune, we could get the job done. Okay, it's just a lot more fun to use all these different brands of stuff and all these different types of philosophies of VSTs. But this is all that we're using, right? Stock FL Studio stuff. So really cool. After that, man, I think I have done this video before somewhere. We do standard vocal mix. I won't go through that in this video. I've done that before. My template format doesn't change too much. Obviously, just will adjust to change for different types of songs and whatnot. But, onto the new stuff. We have this kind of H3000 emulation. And, some people in the Discord have been messing around with it. Shout out to y'all. But I like to use it subtly. Okay, I don't want to be ready hearing it. If you want to hear it, this is what it would sound like. And we'll kind of run through it. I'll create a copy and redo this preset so you can see what I'm doing. But, and actually run through it as well. But... if I was just to kind of blend it into the track, this is the reverb section, so we will leave that for later. But if this is the kind of H3000 sound, or the F3000 sound in this case, and if I was to just kind of turn it up.
That's all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up Joe. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, got a bunch of pen. Didn't want me, I was down bad. Back then, they didn't understand.
Very cool. Okay, what we're doing with the H3000, I'll kind of run through what the H3000 sound is about. And really what it is in a studio, if you were recording a vocal or something like that, you will have your vocal on, let's just say, so you can see on the camera, a vocal on channel 7. And then on channel 1 and 2, we might have our effects return. So what we'll actually do is we'll send a bit of that vocal to our box in the back. The vocal will then, input into there. An effect will happen, and then we'll pull that back onto the console. And while we're recording, we'll actually just blend that into the mix, right? So we'll have our instrumental playing, but we'll have our vocalist singing. And all the while they're singing, they're hearing a bit of that effect in the background. And that really has been the secret sauce since the early 80s was the first time this was released. And people have been using it ever since. Since then, people have gone in the box. The Waves have a version. The Waves doubler is similar to this. It is an H3000 emulation, which basically allows you to adjust pitch, add delay into it, etc., and all sorts of cool things. But if we kind of go through this one, I'll kind of save this preset for now, and then we'll restart it. So this does come with a whole bunch of different cool presets, and obviously if you were going to use it as a send, which we'll do later as well, you can slap that onto your reverb and then use it as a reverb and whatnot. I will do a full video soon, but for now we could choose something like a micro shift. I'm just going to go for fat shift, I quite like, or even this one. This is my favorite one right here. you know, aggressive. We don't want that much volume, obviously. Or yeah, we kind of have the same volume, but obviously we don't want to have it 100% wet. So what I like to do to set it up is I'm going to turn down the saturation. The saturation is kind of going to be like what happens when you smash a device like this. This is where the waves double and all these plugins don't get it right. Is that, you know, when I hit that H3000, you get a certain type of warmth that happens when you output out of that device. And it is because that device is a 16-bit machine. It's old, so it is using an old digital chip to actually convert all the digital signal inside it. Really cool. But I kind of created an emulation of that. So the more you turn it up, the more of that effect you're going to get, right? So the more fat the effect is going to sound. Okay, so just kind of mute these in the background there. You know, I like to start off more conservative. So 23 is probably going to be your bass range. And, you know, then you can blend it in, right? If we slap it on the vocal, which I like to do, right? We're just going to add about 3 to 4%, just like how I've always done with the Air Flanger. I like this more now. So, you know.
Ops is all I know. I need your access, all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisted.
So that's just straight kind of harmonizing, kind of chorusing. But, you know, one thing that I like, I've always wanted to stack like 3 H3000 on top of each other, right? This is why we made this. But what I've always wanted to do is I've liked the pitch shifting from the H3000. I've always liked the delay from the H3000, and I've always liked the reverb from the H3000, but you'd need 3 of those devices to actually get that effect. So what I can do is just copy this preset right here, and we can actually add in a little bit of that effect. So we're going to use the pitch knob to kind of create a harmonized effect, right?
Ops is all I know. I need your access, all I know.
I'm just doing that so you can hear what the harmonizing does. But the trick with the H3000 is just to kind of go one up, one down, and then add a little bit of delay in there. Now the delay is actually a quarter note delay or 1/8 note delay depending on your track, and you just add a little bit of that in, right?
Ops is all I know.
Add a bit of the feedback in there, which is the amount of times the delay is going to ring.
Ops is all.
Now we've got a bit of delay going on, bit of distortion on the delay, right?
Ops is all I know. I need your access, all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low.
Cool, now we've got a little bit of delay going on in our background. The distortion and then the low pass filter is obviously just darkening up the delay. I like it gritty, just like the H3000. And then I want a little bit of reverb to add a little bit of tail into our track, right?
Ops is all I know. I need your access, all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up Joe. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, I got it from Japan.
And suddenly now our vocals kind of sinking into the mix, right? Obviously we don't have the instrumental playing. I'm just going to copy paste this value right here. Boom. Oops, my bad. Copy paste that to there. And we've got the same preset, right?
Ops is all I know. I need your access, all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch.
Really cool. Okay, so now we can blend that into the mix.
Ops is all I know. I need your access, all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up Joe. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, I got it from Japan. Didn't want me, I was down bad. Back then they didn't understand. Now they see me in public ballin'. Got beef, boy, man, knock it off.
Obviously there now we're really sinking into the mix. But remember, you can emulate this with anything if you have a bit of flanger, okay, pitch shifting flanger. You've got some 1/8 note or quarter note delay that's kind of going to ring in the background of the track, and then you've got a little bit of reverb to help you separate your vocal into the mix. And if you can mix those 3 things together with a little bit of saturation, you're going to really get that H3000 sound. So this is really cool. This is why this plugin rules. I wouldn't use it full on effect. Obviously you saw me push it to the edge right there. I like it just subtle in the mix, right? So now that that's done, let's just kind of go back to our original preset. I wanted to create a little bit of reverb, okay? So this is where this one comes in. Now I can use this as a reverb as well. All I need to do is turn off the delay and then push the reverb to 100%. That basically means that the reverb is going to be 100% heard, okay? From then on out, I'm creating a fairly short decay time. Decay time basically means how long the reverb is going to play for, right? So from the initial sound all the way to the end of the decay. The longer, obviously, the longer that sound is going to go on, as if you're in a huge kind of echo chamber or something, right? And then the pre-delay obviously will delay the initial start time of that reverb. So if you want to hear this preset that I've created, we can kind of push that up a little bit.
Ops is all I know. I need your access, all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up Joe. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, I got it down bad. Back then they didn't understand. Now they see me in public ballin'. Got beef, boy, man, knock it off. Go, get shoes.
And obviously we can make it really long, which we don't want to do. We'd rather, there are all sorts of presets here that you can check out. They're all different reverbs. Got some cool kind of Japanese style karaoke reverbs. You know, there's really cheap boxes that have these really nice plate sounds. And the H3000 just mimics it so nicely. There's also the Crystal Allergy. He actually uses an H3000 just for the reverb. Funny enough, he doesn't like the chorusing on it. He has other machines for that. But all sorts of cool things that you can check out. Too much to go through in one video. But point is, pitch shifting or flanger, delay, and then reverb are going to help you to get your vocal kind of fitted into that beat. So really interesting stuff. Obviously, again, we can use, how long have we been filming for? 18 minutes. Obviously, what we can also do is use these as effect sends. So if I really wanted to create a kind of crazy reverb effect, and as you can see, I am using Eventide Stereo Room, which I really like. I have created a similar preset. So we'll turn off this, and then we shall kind of mess around with the different reverbs. So let's just kind of find a preset just as a nice starting point. I'm kind of going to go for super clean reverb. And as you can see, there's no saturation on there. So let's listen to what that sounds like.
That's all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. That's all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up drone. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, got it from Japan. Didn't want me, I was down bad. Back then they didn't understand. Now they see me in public ballin'. Got beef, boy, man, knock it off. Go, get you some money. When you ballin' now, shit get funny. Yeah, told them boy, just keep your head up. Every day we getting better. Ops is all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up drone. I'm still rocking.
We could even kind of low pass it, right? But an EQ in there.
Ops is all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up drone.
We could even go for a more darker kind of themed reverb. So it's going to be kind of a low pitch reverb. So we can kind of turn this down and then make it really low octave.
Ops is all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up drone. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, got it from Japan. Didn't want me, I was down bad. Back then they didn't understand.
And, you know, really blended in the background of the track. You almost don't want to hear any of these effects because they stack up and you can really hear them kind of in the overall picture of the song. You kind of hear it bloom or blossom is a good way to describe it. You can obviously make it a bit higher pitched. Will kind of be less aggressive this time, but 54 would work.
Ops is all I know. Kennedy racks, that's all I know. I made a play, keep that shit on the low. Switch up the sauce, I got too many flows. Phone keep on ringing like, hello. Call on my partner, he twisting up drone. I'm still rocking out like a band. Gear, yeah, got it from Japan. Didn't want me, I was down bad. Back then they didn't understand. Now they see me in public ballin'. Got beef, boy, man, knock it off. Go, get you some money. When you ballin' now, shit get funny. Yeah, told them boy, just keep your head up. Every day we getting better.
But as you can hear, absolutely insane. Obviously, I'd have to sit down for a while. I really like to blend in my reverbs. That's why I don't generally change them. But nonetheless, you can really mess around. You can do all sorts of cool stuff with this. So definitely check out the links in the description. This is how I am going to be getting more kind of crispy in the beat sounding vocals. I will do a video on this soon once we've got the final box art and stuff done and I've kind of bug tested it. This sounds really good, so you know, wait for this as well. But yeah, man, definitely check the link in the description. Coupon code will be available for the first 15 people who cop this, so definitely check it out. And stay well, keep mixing, working every day, experimenting like I have been. Lots of fun. I'll check you out in the next video. Peace out.